Hi, everybody, and welcome to another week of Proline. It's Monday morning. I'm Dave Koken. Jeff Side from Las Vegas Sports Services is here as well. We've got a good baseball game to look at and tell you about a couple of other things as well. Jeff, we're going to start with this because, I mean, this is pretty amazing. Since the NBA playoffs got underway, you've been just a little bit warm, to put it mildly. What is it, 13-1 now in the NBA playoffs?
I'm on a 13-1 run in the playoffs. Beginning on May 9th, I won 6 in a row. I lost Game 6 of the Grizzlies-Thunder series. Then I won 7 more in a row. So I've won 13 out of the last 14 games. Tonight I have the Game 4 of the Mavericks-Thunder matchup. It's only $5, and it's guaranteed to win, or the next 7 days will be free at the RHS personal service in both NBA and baseball. All you have to do is go to ProLineTV.com, and for $5 you get tonight's game, and I'm going for 14 out of 15 wins in the playoffs.
So in other words, for anybody who's watching right now, I mean, if you're going to bet the game tonight, might not want to be on the opposite side of whatever Jeff's got. I mean, it's for $5, you can't go wrong. Go to ProLineTV.com. While you're there, I've got my blowout of the week on the diamond, and this, I think, will be a runaway winner. It's available for $20. Same website, ProLineTV.com. You can also get my free play for the day, which is not the game we're talking about on this show today. We're going to be doing the Rays and Tigers. That's not my free play. So if you want to get that, there's 2 ways to do it. You can call toll-free and get it on tape at 1-888-712-6800. That's 1-888-712-6800. Or you can get it on your cell phone, and that's real easy. All you have to do is text Koken, C-O-K-I-N, to 313131, and within seconds you'll get that free selection back on a text message. Again, that's Koken to 313131. All right, let's look at that matchup between the Rays and the Tigers. And both teams are playing pretty good baseball. The Tigers, of course, have gotten a little overshadowed in the AL Central by the amazing start to the season by the Cleveland Indians, which I don't think anybody really expected. The Rays are also a bit of a surprise, especially when you consider they didn't exactly win a lot of games the first week and a half of the season. But since that time, they've been a good baseball team, and they're still sitting right there in the AL East. Now, I don't know if it lasts for the Rays or not. Their pitching suggests that it might. As for the Tigers, I still think they're the team to beat in the AL Central. I picked them to finish first. And, Jeff, I'm seeing a lot of good things in this team.
The Tigers, they're so streaky. In the last month or so, they've won 4 in a row, lost 7 straight, then won 10 of 11, then lost 5 in a row. Then they finally won yesterday. In those 3 games at Pittsburgh, they scored a total of 5 runs. Probably the main reason was they couldn't use a DH. And the Tigers are one team that can't really afford to lose a designated hitter. They don't have that. They don't have enough hitting for that. But that, of course, they're back home now. It won't be a problem. But the rest of the interleague season, when they're playing at the National League parks, they might have a problem with offense. Tonight, Phil Koch goes. Of course, he's been mostly a reliever in his career, and they're trying to make him a starter. There's been mixed results. His last outing, he gave up no earned runs in 7 innings versus the Red Sox. He's made 10 appearances this season, but 8 of them have been on the road. The 2 home games, he's 0-2 with a 7.36 ERA. So there's nothing close to being a sure thing with Phil Koch. You're not sure what you're going to get with him. Jeremy Hellickson, he's another good young pitcher for the Rays. He's 4-0 on the road. He's only given up more than 3 earned runs once in 10 starts. The Tigers batters that have seen him are hitting 118 against him. And the Rays, of course, easily are the best road team in baseball. They're 15-8 away from home. So I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays tonight.
Yeah, a lot of similar pitching numbers. The ERA slightly favors Hellickson. But the FIP actually suggests Koch pitching a little better overall ball in terms of that. It's 3.57 to 3.81. They're really close in several different categories. There's one here, however, that's pretty interesting to me. And on the surface, it looks like Hellickson's given up a lot of fly balls because he's 43% on the fly ball rate. But if you break it down, only 21% outfield flies. The rest of them have been pop-ups. That's a lot of pop-ups. So he's getting guys to miss not miss badly, but let's put it this way. If they're infield pop-ups, they're not going out of the park. If they're outfield fly balls, they might. Koch's got a very low home run rate now, despite the fact that he's got 39% fly balls, 31% overall outfield fly balls. So when that's not unsustainable. It's not a bad percentage. It's not great either. The problem is, or not a problem, but where he's been a little bit lucky is that his home run percentage on the fly balls is only 4.9%. Now the average is right around 10%. Okay, that's what the average percentage of fly balls that go out of the park is, about 10%. 4.9% means you're getting a little bit lucky. It's not one of those crazy stats where you look at, BIP for somebody that's under 200. Well, correction's coming when you see a figure like that, or a 90% strand rate or something like that. So most of his numbers are pretty sustainable, actually. That's the only one that would worry me a little bit. But at the same time, he's at Comerica, which is not a real big home run park. I think he takes a lot out of that last start against the Red Sox. It was a good start for Coke against a good lineup. And that should be somewhat of a confidence booster for him. I, however, do like Hellickson a little bit more than Coke. The one thing I don't like on Hellickson, he's a control pitcher, and he's actually walking close to 4 guys per 9 innings. But I think that's something that's going to improve as the season goes along. I think Coke's done a good job. But if I had to play the game here, I think I'd lean to the Tampa Bay Rays. They're a very good road team, and Tigers didn't exactly crush the ball this weekend. I know no DH, but they were also facing the Pittsburgh pitching staff, which isn't replete with Cy Young candidates, and they didn't face the toughest part of that staff. They got Correa, I think they got McDonald, Correa, and Mahalam. Right. So, they kind of missed out on Morton, who's actually been the best guy for Pittsburgh so far. I think I lean a little bit to Tampa Bay in this game. Not enough to play, though. It didn't make the service for me, and it's not even a free play. And the total, by the way, that looks about right on the nose, too. So sometimes we come up with strong opinions here, and sometimes we don't. This happens to be one where I don't. I don't know, Jeff, where would you put your lean on Tampa in this game?
Well, just like you, it's not one of my service plays, but I'd make it maybe a 3-star play if I put it on there. But it's not a huge game. It's a minus 110 game. There's nothing clear cut in this one. So, but I will lean toward the Rays though.
All right. So that's pretty much what we've got today. Again, I've got my blowout of the week in baseball. It's $20. We do one of these a week. Last week it won by a run. It wasn't a blowout, but it won. And this week, I think it'll be an absolute crush job. You can get that game right now at ProlineTV.com. And again, if you want to be on really what is the hottest streak I know of in the NBA right now, Jeff's on a 13-1 tear. I mean, doesn't get much better than that, Jeff.
No, I wish I would have won that one game I lost. I would have gone for the all-time record. But if you go to ProLineTV.com on Monday, you'll get tonight's Game 4 matchup between the Mavericks and Thunder. It's only $5. It's guaranteed to win. If it doesn't win, you're going to get the next 7 days of all my Players Edge winners in NBA and baseball for free. So just go to ProLineTV.com on Monday. All
right, that'll do it for the Monday edition of ProLine. We'll come back and do it again tomorrow. For Jeff Side, I'm Dave Koch, and thanks for watching, and enjoy the day, everybody.